I went golfing the other day, and there were some people there I'd never played with before, and they were really, really good golfers. One guy almost made it to the PGA Tour. I'm kind of a beginner. I played a lot when I was in my early 20s, and then I've basically touched a club maybe once a year for 20 years because I live in New York and I don't go golfing too much. I just started hitting the driving range again. Anyways, when you play with really good players, you can tend to become self-conscious. You start overthinking and you start to doubt yourself. Am I good enough to play with these guys? What are they thinking? They probably think I suck. And really, we know they probably don't. They're around all types of golfers. They know they're an elite level and you're a beginner. I mean, I can shoot low 80s sometimes break 80. Most of the time I'm 90 to 95, like that range. And they're shooting par, slightly over par, slightly under par. Okay. But I noticed that when I was on the first tee, I was feeling those jitters. I was feeling a little bit like out of sync. And I felt that with basketball. And I didn't do any of my mental training before. I just showed up to play. Anyways, what I did to get myself in the zone, to get focused, is I just imagined there's this bubble around me, like a soap bubble or just a clear glass bubble. And nothing outside of that bubble could get in. When I was in that bubble, mentally, right, I had this bubble around me. They were all gone. I was by myself in that bubble. And bubble obviously is a fun word to use nowadays because a lot of the sports leagues are in bubbles. The MMA's in a bubble, the NBA's in a bubble, but you should be in a bubble. Meaning nothing, it's kind of like you can see out of the bubble, like those windows where you can see out, but they can't see in. That's kind of how I felt. But the bubble was perfectly clear and it was around me. And I suddenly calmed down. I was instantly in the zone and I didn't care what they thought. It blocked them out. You see, your mind, I say this all the time, your mind works in images. So if you tell your mind, hey, I want this protective dome around me. I want a force field around me. And I don't want anything to get in. I want to be able to see out. I don't want anything to get in. You'll notice your heart rate goes down a little bit. You start breathing a little easier. And you can do this with any sport. I did it with basketball before. I've done it with golf. I've talked to tennis players, golfers, fighters, just to get in your own little cocoon, right? You're kind of in that cocoon, in that pocket, in that zone, and it blocks everything else out. Okay, so try that. Try to put yourself in a metaphorical bubble or in a mental bubble. You visualize it. The mind understands images. I always say that. The mind understands what you want to do if you speak to it in images. It understands words as well. It understands feelings, but it really likes images. Okay, I'm in a bubble. I understand that. Nothing can get in. I can see out. And then in between shots, the bubble can go away. But when it's time to hit a shot, I'm in the bubble, right? If you're somebody who the crowd gets to you, opponents talking trash get to you. Somebody, I had a guy in a comment the other day saying, I just wish people would stop talking trash to me. I just want to have fun. Well, it's up to you to have fun and block them out and just go into your bubble. Just go into your bubble. It really does help. It'll focus you. It'll block out distractions. And it's so easy to do. You can use it today. One more point. When you're practicing, right? Try this. So I went to the driving range after I played with these guys. And what I was doing on the driving range is I was pretending that people were watching me, right? I'm populating the golf course with people watching me. And while I was practicing, I imagined the bubble and the bubble blocking out the people watching me, right? So I'm even using my mind when I'm practicing to use the bubble to get used to it. You can kind of make it your home. When you've been away from home for a while and you get to your room and you're just like, oh, it's my room, it's my stuff, I know where everything is. That bubble becomes like your home. So when you're out playing whatever sport you play, try to put yourself in that bubble, okay? Go to killerinstinctsports.com, go to basketballbrain.com, check out the full programs there. Basketball Brain is obviously specifically for basketball. Killer Instinct Sports, we have a bunch of different sports programs there you can use. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're here to help. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Help grow the channel. Would appreciate it. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.